Hi, everyone. Super glad to be part of the class here. It's my first class at Golden Gate University and my first foray into the Masters of Project Management. A little bit about myself. I grew up in Naples, Florida, went to high school in Austin, Texas, and then got my undergraduates in economics at Northwestern. Went into the Marine Corps kind of shortly after that, overseas in Asia as a command and control officer and Chinese translator, and then got my MBA at Harvard Business School and working at Apple now in their retail stores as a project manager. My family is definitely not military, but they helped me guide on the decision to join. It was pretty funny. My family is pretty competitive, so we always like to say, who's going to beat the Marine Corps, and if you can, and what comes next. So I think in terms of childhood challenges, it was just when I started learning Chinese, I would say. That was a pretty tough beginning. When I was in boarding school in Austin, Texas, my family was living kind of all throughout the United States at the time with my dad as a consultant, and my mother was working as a registered nurse. And then I do have an older brother and sister who are already in their respective colleges. So definitely a challenge to remain connected, especially back kind of in the pre-internet ages. So it was definitely a unique experience, I think. In terms of work, kind of as I mentioned, I'm working full-time at Apple. I just started 2 months ago. I was a full-time student previously when I got my MBA in Boston, Mass. And I guess you could say now I'm a part-time student with Golden Gate University. The reason I chose the program management kind of track is because although I've been in previous roles where I may have experience, whether in serving as an officer in the Marine Corps or kind of in my role now, definitely do not have the extensive formal knowledge that I think is required to be a successful project or program manager. So really excited to learn from the materials, from everyone in this class, obviously from the professor, and just really trying to understand the expectations. What is a project manager? How is management theory tied to, let's say, operational effectiveness, and everything that kind of goes in between. So really excited for that. I guess the proudest career moment so far is when I got accepted, I would say, into Harvard Business School. So extremely lucky. It was a great opportunity. I was able to use the GI Bill coming over from Okinawa where I served. And getting that acceptance letter, and it was just a culmination of going through the process, several years of, from lining up when you wanted to go to do the testing on the GMAT, to getting all the recommendations, the interviews. Definitely very time intensive, but really proud to get that. And then I guess the most exciting thing that's going on, I'm planning my wedding. Just recently got engaged to my fiance, who's moved out here with me as well from Boston. So super excited for that. You could say that's a project management course in and of itself. All the different nuances and pieces and tracks and how to schedule everything and make sure everything's executed on time and ideally under budget. And goal that I have in this management class is just really understand the background and the different perspectives that is coming from all different areas and all different job experiences and progress, not only in the career, work life, but in life in general that my classmates have. Sometimes in the military you get stuck in one perspective, or if you're in a job or a school, you're surrounded by maybe just one point of view. I think what's so great about an opportunity like this is, again, just getting that diverse thought and diverse discussion going on each subject. Well, I know I ran a little bit over time, but thank you, and really looking forward to learning with you all.